Hello everyone and welcome back to Kraos Gaming. I'm continuing my NoMundane Run, in which all combat will be performed through magic and I won't be using
I think you
any of
should
the
continue with your performances.
mundane
What's the
skills
point of
such
it?
as smithing or the cooking or mining or these kind of things. Um, Things that can't be avoided like speech and that kind of thing will be used. Uh, so let's take a look here. We need to go speak to the Greybeards. The Red-Guard woman was in Whiterun. Retrieving Nettlebane was off to the side. So my memory is that the bandit leader, whoops, is somewhat nearby. Yeah, just on the other side of the lake here. So I'm gonna go run around and um, do that request real quick before I head up to High Hrothgar. Uh, Between the last session and this one, I did some house cleaning, disenchanted some items to gain enchantments. In the process of doing that, I actually leveled, put a point in, or a perk point in the perk that increases the damage I do with fire spells. Over time, I'll put a point in each of the damage increase perks. Perk-wise, I'll primarily be focusing on destruction and restoration, with free points going elsewhere after that, possibly into alchemy or enchanting, I'm not sure yet. Okay. I also picked up the spell for being able to fill soul gems. One of the quests that I got was a quest to kill bears, and so I'll be able to fill some of the soul gems I have with bears, which means I'll be able to start actually doing enchanting. Of course, the risk with running multiple skills like that is that I will level fairly quickly and my combat skills will not keep up with me. So I just need to be cognizant of that and try and make sure I'm performing enough combat to try and balance it out. Alright, so this is looking like what they said, careful, what they said was going to be Niflheim, so I've got to find the entrance to this place. Yeah, this is looking like it, so I'm going to save it here, because I've died a number of times, and just in case, if I'm going to die, I'd rather not have to make the run again. And then we'll go see what awaits us in Niflheim. Okay, which spells do it? Flames, okay. So that is the closer range cast over time fire spell, and this looks like it's going to be somebody coming out, maybe. Oh, come on. That's frustrating. The guard was the bandit leader? That doesn't sound right. We're here, we can explore the rest of Niflheim.
Mercy!
This, and then we'll sit for a second to let let the magic regen before we go upstairs, just in case. Doesn't look like there's going to be anybody up there, but I'd rather be sure. I've got full magic up before I try. Kind of hoping their labeling is glitched and then they're not actually guards, because just not real thrilled by that. Okay. So that was actually quite a bit quicker than I was expecting it to be. I'm just going to use fast travel to get back to Iverstead, and from there we'll climb the 1,000 steps up to High Hrothgar, and depending on how long that takes, possibly go through talking to the Greybeards up there and find out what's going on and why the Dragonborn was summoned. Alright, let's see, where's... Okay. Actually, so the guys, there's a house across the street from the inn. It has been locked during the day. I'm gonna go see if it's locked now that it's nighttime. I expect it will be, but yeah, okay. I don't recall meeting Klimek, but that's fine.
Up the 7,000 steps again, Klimek?
Oh.
Not today. I'm just not ready to make the climb to High Hrothgar. The path isn't safe.
Aren't the Greybeards expecting some supplies?
Honestly, I'm not certain. I've yet to be allowed into the monastery. Perhaps one day. I wish I could make my deliveries more often, but the road's getting dangerous.
Hello, my friend. What can I do for you on such a fine day? My father taught me an important lesson many years ago. He said, Gwilyn, you have the whole world before you. Go out and experience it. Be whatever you want to be. So I took his advice, and here I am. This life might not look like much to you, but I'm content. And isn't that all that matters? I always thought it was odd that there's a layer of thick clouds covering the peak of the mountain above the monastery. Huh. Not sure what's up there, but I bet the Greybeards know. Have yourself a great day.
Passing through on your way to High Hrothgar? About to make a delivery up there myself. I've been to the monastery many times, but I've never even laid eyes on one of the Greybeards. Not that I'd care to. Being masters of the Thuum, they could kill you by uttering a single word. Well, not that they would. They seem peaceful, but I wouldn't want to provoke them. Mostly food supplies like dried fish and salted meats. You know, things that keep fresh for a long time. The Greybeards tend not to get out much, if you catch my meaning. Well, it's kind of an understanding between us. I mean, it just wouldn't feel right to charge them for a bit of preserved food. Trouble is, my legs aren't what they used to be, and climbing the 7,000 steps takes its toll. Really? Well, that would be kind of you. Here, take this bag of supplies. At the top of the steps, you'll see the offering chest. Just leave the bag inside, and you're done. Well, there's the occasional wolf pack or stray, but that's all I've ever had to deal with. Shouldn't be a problem for the likes of you. Other than that, watch your footing. In these wintry conditions, the stairs can be treacherous. Be careful up there.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave my horse behind. The horse doesn't do well on steps. The game kind of stutters it. I think it's just something with the coding. So I'll... could have sworn I saw interactive... Huh, guess not. Anyway, so I'm gonna go it on foot, and that way I don't have to dismount and stuff to fight if I get into combat. Either I can just do the fighting and move on. Speaking of wolves, so let's see here. Put Soul's Tap there, Flames there. Now that uses up a lot of magicka. That's kind of cool. Neat little effect. That's the first time I've seen the Soul Tap spell go off. Person.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar. I did. Strange days when the monks will do that. I wonder what it means. I like to spend time up here. Walk the steps. Meditate on the emblems. Doesn't hurt when I bag some game along the way. I like to spend time up here. They're not the sort to take visitors, but I never go that high up the path anyway. Some folk who make the trip leave them food or other essentials, but not to make conversation.
Of course, they say the horse stutters, and I feel like I was stuttering as I was going up the steps, so I'm trying to run the edge of them. But I assume that the hitbox for the character is smaller than the horses. I think that's kind of a nice touch. Different animal sounds to warn you that there's enemies up. Yeah, I was gonna say that's gonna kill me in that. Did I save it at the bottom of the steps? I didn't. I'm gonna have to talk to Klimek again. This is the last time I saved it before I went in and killed the guy. I'm gonna have to do that again too, aren't I? Bah! Okay, well, on the bright side I don't have to kill him again. Jump back over here. Yes. On the bright side, now I know where Klimek is. And I don't have to worry about... Oops.
Are you
something?
an adventurer?
What don't I have to worry about? I don't remember.
On your way up the 7,000 steps again? Hello, my friend. My father... He said, so I took his advice. Always thought, not sure what's up there. But I bet the graveyard's
Not
around.
today. Passing through, I've been to the monastery, well, not that they would. They seem peaceful. Mostly, the graybeards tend not to get out much. Well, trouble is, my legs are... Really? Here, take this bag as... Well, other than that, watch your footing. In these wintry
Aren't the
conditions,
graybeards
the
expecting
stairs
some
can be
surprise?
treacherous. Honestly, I'm not certain.
So we'll do this again. makes a difference. I'm curious. You can get a soul from those things. Good to know. Alright, so what does that give me? I have 2 petty soul gems with petty souls in them. My understanding of the soul gems is that you can have a lower ranked soul and a higher ranked gem, but
Keep an eye out. I did. Strange day. I like to spend time up here. There some folk who make the
but you
trip
cannot
leave
have a
them
higher
food
ranked soul
or
and a
other
lower ranked
essentials,
gem.
but not to make conversation.
I don't know that being sneaky will be beneficial, but I'm certainly willing to try and get as much advantage as I can. It fairly well kicked my butt quickly last time. Dang it. Okay, hold on. No, that's not what I want. Items. There we go. Potions. Dang it. Where'd it go? That was a bit nuts. Alright, just another pelt. No. There's healing. Alright. So that's no. Alright, so firebolt there. Soul trap there. Okay. Whew. So I don't know if that's an example of things being higher level than my combat skill is ready for or not, but I suppose if I'm willing to consume potions, it's not too bad. Oh. Oops. I forgot to cast the soul trap first. Oh well. Every now and then they'll have gold, so it's worth looting them. Just to check. That looks like... oh, never mind. To put a point in, hold on, let's find out. So Soul Trap is an apprentice level, and it's Conjuration. No. It would take 2 points. Blech. I was gonna see if I could reduce the magicka cost of it, but that would be expensive. We'll find out. Whoops. I suppose they're free souls, kind of. And when I'm low on... or at risk of being low on mail, he's getting too far away. If I'm going to be at risk of being low on magicka, it's a good idea to have that available, so... come on. I see why they call it 7,000 steps. And I'm not necessarily in the mood of having to redo them. Pretty sure there's a quick save button. I'll have to look that up next time. If I weren't recording, I might be a little more, or a little less concerned about saving regularly, just because it would just be me replaying, but I can't imagine it's entertaining to have to watch somebody do the same thing over again. Oh. Do not want to pickpocket. Oh crap it. Is that it? That is. Glad I saved it. Come on. Alright, so let's switch over, not sparks. What's it called? Lightning bolt. Here we go, because that's breathing fire, so fire spells are... Whoa, where the heck did that come from? Not expecting to have to fight a dragon. Oh, crud. Wow. Alright then. I mean, given that the only reason I beat the dragon the last time was because I had the help of the, guards, I don't know if this is going to go very well. Wonder if I can outrun the dragon? No. Is she there still? She is. Let's see here.
I was just outside Iverstead when it happened. It's an exciting moment. Nothing like this has happened in centuries.
Crap. Alright. I'm gonna have to try and outrun the dragon. Nice dragon. Good to know. Oh, hell. I guess the dragon is not going to be kind enough to fight the troll for me. Run away! Brave Sir Robin. Maybe the dragon is going to be nice enough to fight the troll for me. not exclusively. I'm not sure if it's going to follow me the entire time, or if it might be possible for it for me to get far enough that it doesn't care. I suppose the other possibility is the game is trying to tell me that I ought to be going somewhere else. But I'm almost there, so... Okay. Let's see here. Bring supplies. Miscellaneous. Yep. Okay. Well, that didn't work. What are my options here? That's not going to be enough. I think this is a losing battle. Screw it. I can go say hello to the Greybeards. Disappointing as that is, I don't like running from a fight, but if it doesn't look winnable. Do you guys consider the dragon a threat?
So, a Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age. First, let us see if you truly are Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice. Boost! Dragonborn, it is you. Welcome to High Hrothgar. I am Master Arngir. I speak for the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here? We are here to guide you in that pursuit, just as the Greybeards have sought to guide those of the dragon blood that came before you. You are not the first. There have been many of the dragon blood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift upon mortal kind. Whether you are the only dragonborn of this age, that is not ours to know. You are the only one that has been revealed thus far. That is all I can say. We are the Greybeards, followers of the Way of the Voice. You stand in High Hrothgar, on the slopes of Kinnarith's sacred mountain. Here we commune with the voice of the sky and strive to achieve balance between our inner and outer selves. You have shown that you are Dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in Unrelenting Force. Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply. Ro. But learning a word of power is only the first step. You must unlock its meaning through constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of Ro. Use your unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear. Well done. Again. You learn quickly. Once more. Impressive. Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn. We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori. See how you learn a completely new shout. Master Bori will teach you Wold, which means whirlwind. Wold. You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thum. Approach Master Bori and he will gift you his gift. Wood. Now we will see how quickly you can master a new shout. Master Master Wulfgar will demonstrate Whirlwind Sprint. It will be your turn. Master Bori? X! Wolf! Now, it's your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your Whirlwind Sprint to pass through before it closes. Your quick mastery of a new Thuum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself... You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ustengrav. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return. No doubt, the appearance of a Dragonborn at this time is not an accident. Your destiny is surely bound up with the return of the dragons. You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear. There is indeed much that we know that you do not. That does not mean that you are ready to understand it. Do not let your easy mastery of the voice tempt you into the arrogance of power. That has been the downfall of many Dragonborn before you. Dragons have the inborn ability to learn and project their voice. Dragons also are able to absorb the power of their slain brethren. A few mortals are born with similar abilities. Whether a gift or a curse has been a matter of debate down through the centuries. What you have already learned in a few days took even the most gifted of us years to achieve. Some believe that Dragonborn are sent into the world by the gods at times of great need. We will speak more of that later, when you are ready. Dragons have always been able to shout. Language is intrinsic to their very being. There is no difference in the dragon tongue between debating and fighting. Shouting comes as naturally to a dragon as breathing or speaking. In mythic times, when mortal kind was in great need, the goddess Kinnereth granted us the ability to speak as dragons do. For most people, long years of training are required to learn even the simplest shout. But for you, the dragon speech is in your blood, and you learn it almost without effort. 5. Our leader, Paarthurnax, lives alone on the peak of the throat of the world. When your voice can open the path, you will know you are ready to speak to him. We study the way of the voice, according to the teachings of our founder, Jürgen Windcaller. Very few are permitted to study with us here at High Hrothgar. But in your case, Dragonborn, it is a privilege to guide you towards mastery of your voice. He was a great war leader of the ancient Nords, a master of the voice, or tongue. After the disaster at Red Mountain, where the Nord army was annihilated, he spent many years pondering the meaning of that terrible defeat. He finally came to realize that the gods had punished the Nords for their arrogant and blasphemous misuse of the voice. He was the first to understand that the voice should be used solely for the glory and worship of the gods, not the glory of men. Jürgen Windcaller's mastery of the voice eventually overcame all opposition, and the way of the voice was born. The voice was a gift of the goddess Kinnereth at the dawn of time. She gave mortals the ability to speak as dragons do. Although this gift has often been misused, The only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions. In the contemplation of the sky, Kinnereth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance. The Dragonborn is an exception to all the rules. The dragon blood itself is a gift of the gods. If we accept one gift, how can we deny the other? As Dragonborn, you have received the ability to shout directly from Akatosh. We therefore seek to guide you on the proper use of your gift, which transcends the restrictions which bind other mortals. Breath and focus.
Alright. So where is... Oh, that's the bounty. Am I not tracking it? Ah, I'm not tracking it. So where's the Horn of Jorgen Woodcaller? It's up there, which is near Morthal. So I'm going to be doing some traveling anyway. It's a matter of where am I traveling to. So let me go turn in the quest to deliver the goods, and then I can find the next session, or that'll be the end of this, and then next time I'll see which quests I should pursue based on region.
You don't look like a pilgrim. Why bother visiting Iverstead?
This door's locked again. Darn it all. Alright. Still locked. Still locked. And he's still inside. What the heck, dude?
The Imperials think we need their laws.
Unfortunately, there's no knock button, so... I don't have the ability to do anything but pick the lock, and I'm worried that if I pick the lock, I'll get... It will be considered an act of aggression.
I wish I could make my deliveries more often.
There we
but
go.
the road's getting dangerous. Ah, good to see you again. Quite a climb, wasn't it? Anyway, much appreciated. Here, take this for your troubles.
Alright, sweet.
Thanks again for the leg.
So, I'll come into the hall or the inn to get the thing to save, and call that good. Thanks all.